Son of a, I was muted. Ah, crap. Whoops. Been a while since I did that, huh? Well, tell the boss, thank you very much for the buck. Professional streamer everywhere? Yeah, dude. I'm a pro. What can I say, man? Just comes naturally to me, I guess. This also comes naturally to me. Stop. Tell the boss, thank you very much. Appreciate it, man. Appreciate it as always. Is there a message this time? Let's find out. There is, saying got my PC videos coming soon. All right, dude. Sounds good, man. Sounds good. So, I was doing some testing before we begin tonight. I was doing some testing off stream. And boy, oh boy. I ain't out of it yet, guys. I was so bummed. I was so disappointed in what seemed to be that you need Sasquatch, and that might still be the case. I don't know, but I'm hopeful once again. You missed a couple words in that tweet, Dingus. I may not Sasquatch. I may not Sasquatch, but I ain't going down without a fight. But let's about that later. What happened right now? I may also not words good times some maybe. Okay. What the hell happened in my brain, dude? I don't even know. I can't explain it, guys. Can't explain it. Thanos, send it over a buck. Thanos, thank you very much, dude. Same BG, what are your first impressions of Summoner's Spendoff? Summoner's Spendoff? This is the one competition in this game that you don't have to spend for. Kind of. If it does turn out that Sasquatch is the very best answer, well, that'll be disappointing. But even still, it's a 4-star. You don't technically have to spend to get 4-star champions. But there's some improvements that could be made to the system for sure. But overall, man, I honestly here's my thoughts. Here are my thoughts. Yeah, it's not perfect. Things can be improved, without a doubt. Baldy is drunk, yeah. Things can be improved without a doubt. However, I'm just excited we have it. And if this is a bumpy first step in the road to a more competitive MCoC experience, well, so be it. It again, things can be improved, but I don't really want to harp on it too much. Let's just get the tier 4 basic, I guess. I could use some more tier 4 basics, if you know what I mean. But yeah, that's kind of my first impressions. There's plenty of things that can be improved. I'd have to give it more time to come up with an entire list. Off the top of my head, I would say it's a bummer that not everyone has the champions, but the way that I think I would prefer to fix it is not necessarily just giving everybody all the champions. Or having on like a beta server, which is essentially the same thing. Oh, I just realized I gotta change. There we go. Okay. I don't really want to do that. I like that it's on our main accounts. I actually do like that. It gives more reason to go after these champions. There's more actual feeling into the game, rather than someone just being like, well, I don't really have to play it all. And when these tournaments come around, well, I'll just have access to the beta server, so who cares? Who cares what happens on the real game? I don't really like that. I've seen that in other games, by the way. And I'm sure there's mixed feelings. I'm sure some people would really love something like that, but personally I don't. But here's what I would do. I think I would limit the champions to only those that have been through the basic arena, so that you can still have as much of the player base involved as possible, with relatively easy access to the champions. I think that's what I would do there. So like the newest of the absolute newest champions, they're excluded from the tournament, which I understand that somewhat contradicts what I was just saying of like, you know, I want things to matter. So if we do that, then that means grinding for the 4-star featured technically wouldn't matter as much, but there has to be a balance there where things, you know, matter, but they're still not like unrealistic for a lot of people to go after, kind of thing. So yeah. SBG, my impression on the Showdown. The Suicide Showdown rages on. Dude, I wish you would just get those masteries. MSD, can you explain again why you're so against them? Like, I understand you don't have to, I mean, I could totally understand how you wouldn't want to run them all the time, but is it just that they're so expensive to unlock and you don't want to put up that kind of cost or something, or? BG messed up a tweet and he just finished a tangent. Yep. I see a couple people talking about MROC. Yeah, I saw that MROC is out, sort of. It's not, it's they're testing it out in other regions, I guess. Singapore, apparently, I believe. Which is typical. We've seen that in other games. Usually mobile games, at least. I don't remember the last time I saw it for like other PC games that I've played in the past. I guess it's more important to test like the mobile markets or something like that. I really don't know, but I saw a tiny bit of video, and I gotta say, wasn't really too into it. I still want to try it myself, but I don't know if I really want to go through the hassle of downloading the game in its current state. And I'll kind of just wait until there's access here, kind of thing. I have no doubt other people are going to download it to make videos and stuff like that if you want to see that kind of thing. But yeah, I think I'm just going to keep waiting on it. If I was really, like, I don't know, I was definitely more excited to learn more about the game after the initial trailer, but I wasn't like super sold on the gameplay. And then seeing the gameplay in one of these videos just felt like, I don't know. But I still want to give the game a shot for sure, but it just might not be my type of game. We'll see though. All right, MSD. I've done literally everything in this game without them, and I don't see a reason at this at this point in my account. Okay. Okay. I mean, they're fun. I can tell you that much. Hopefully. Okay, MSD. Here's what we do, man. If there's ever another event that has like the like a side event that can give you the catalyst, please get them. Please get them and get unlock the suicides, man. It's fun messing with it. I'm entertained with it currently. Did you download it, Star? Okay, sounds like a you problem, Baldykins. What, MROC? I mean, it might be, yeah. Hey BG, happy half birthday. How many halves are you now? Ah, geez, man, at least probably 600, I had to guess. Looks like a future fight, but with more original content. It's interesting. You know, I never really played Future Fight. I just kind of assumed that the game wasn't for me. Which, you know, I almost went and downloaded it. I remember talking about this a while ago. I was saying, like, you know, kind of somewhat interested to do a collaboration with one of like the Future Fight guys, Future Fight YouTubers, which I only know of one really, which is Cynical Alex, and I know that's not even how you say his name, but I never even reached out about it. But yeah, I had considered it at least just to get a feel for it. So yeah, I probably should have done that at some point. At this point, I don't really feel like it so much, and I'll just wait to play MROC or something like that. Yeah, I need to touch to see how it feels. Watching just isn't the same type thing. Yeah, for sure. For sure. When I first saw this game, I thought it was garbage until I actually had my hands on it. So I don't want to, you know, I'm not writing the game off. That's for sure. Which character would you only have? Stark, Spidey, or Medusa? Oh, it's Medusa, hands down. I'm not even that big a fan of Stark Spidey. He's good, but I'm not a big fan, to be honest. Just the play style. I have an easier time playing Medusa. Maybe I should say it that way. Medusa is actually so OP, even as a 4-star. Imagine her as a 6-star. I love Medusa, man. First rank 5. I've never fallen out of love with Medusa. It's just other champions have come around to pull my attention away, but I still love her. DD is the most useless champ in MCoc. There's some OG champions that are kind of crappy, like Groot, but I want to say one of the newer champions like Diablo, just because the game has risen up to a much higher standard. At least, like, okay, you know, maybe Groot was never good, maybe Groot was never useful, but think about a champion like Iron Fist, right? At least Iron Fist, you know, when this game was first coming out, he was pretty good. Even Old Colossus, dude, he was a beast. I loved using Old Colossus. And Groot, he kind of always sucked, but I actually got to use my Groot more than I would have ever used someone like Diablo, even though I think Diablo is a better champion. I don't know. It depends on how you look at it, I guess. Groot, like, I'm thinking about synergies too, and synergy wise he doesn't really have anything. Maybe Terrax is actually pretty crappy too. He came out after Diablo, and he might even be worse. I don't know, man. Terrax, dude, Terrax is so bad that he doesn't even come up in the conversations of bad champions. Because people just forget about the dude. Josh Keeler sending over $1. Josh, thank you, dude. Saying least favorite D2 class, and who's a comparable MCoc champ? Ooh, boy, dude, least favorite. I'll tell you my most frustrating. I don't know if I have a least favorite, because it's like a bag of Skittles, man. Am I really not going to eat all the flavors, even if I like one just a tiny bit less? No, dude, I'm grabbing a handful and I'm going in. But I would say Assassin is the most frustrating to me, because the martial arts, martial arts specifically, traps, really powerful and all that, fun to play, but I always wanted martial arts to be good, and I've played with it, man. I've played with it. I've played through the entire game. I've, you know, gotten a martial arts assassin to like level 90, really gave it a fair chance, and it's just frustrating to play. Anyone out there who's played Diablo 2 probably knows what I'm talking about. It starts out like pretty strong compared to a lot of classes, just because you're so fast, you attack quickly. Most melee classes are doing kind of crappy damage at the start of the game anyway. And her speed is like too much to control with the way the game kind of handles, or whatever you want to say, the controls of the game. And it's just kind of clunky the way you have to build up the orbs and stuff like that. So yeah, I'll say assassin for that. But only the traps. I mean, sorry, only the martial arts side of it. Everything else I have a really good time with, I want to say, for the most part. Oh man, speaking, I just actually, the last time I played Diablo, which was earlier this year, about 6 months ago, 5-6 months ago, actually my buddy, he wanted to play a martial arts assassin, and we had to go through that whole experience of like, all right, we'll try it. But oof, kind of rough. All right, Tom sent it over $1 with the winky face, saying, I was watching an Australian cooking show and the judges clapped at a contestant's merengue, which is weird because Australians usually boo merengue. Oh my god, seriously? Boomerang. Is it even pronounced merengue? Is that, do I need to pronounce it that way? Hold on. It's just meringue, isn't it? Like lemon meringue. That's probably it. Hold on. Son of, I just realized. I was thinking we're talking about like a dance or something like that. Oh god, I'm embarrassed. All right, hold on. Yep, son of a
meringue.
Meringue. Fudge. I almost just dropped an F-bomb out of embarrassment. Oh god. All right. I don't know if I could boo you just because I'm too embarrassed to do it. Nah, who am I kidding? I've been embarrassed plenty before. Boo! Boo. Your boomerang. Chris Tackett sent it over to saying a Nihilist or Sabretooth versus Surfer. I tried a Nihilist. I don't think he has the sustained damage. I think he's fine in short bursts, but there's just too much health on that guy. I don't see it being possible. I did try him out. Sabretooth, if I could get him built up, he'd probably do fine, but since you only have one chance, one fight, he's got the immunity, but he doesn't really have anything else going for him. So sadly, I don't think either of those two will even be able to one-shot the fight. So yeah. Thank you very much for the $1, though. Double joke because BG can't read. I know. Dude, first the tweet and now, oh man. Listen guys, I can read it right. I just don't like to read it right, okay? It's a Charlie line from Always Sunny. From one of the best episodes ever, by the way, the intervention episode, season 5. Check it out. But, what was I gonna say? Yeah, I've just never seen that word typed out before, I guess. I don't go to restaurants. I don't look at dessert menus. Hey Dingus, not only did you mess up the tweet, but you messed up the thumbnail. Not sure if you knew that. Really? No, my thumbnail's good. Is it wrong for anyone else? Because I'm looking right now and it's Airwalk Arena 1. Might be an issue with YouTube or something like that, but it looks good. Let me know what you guys see. I can pull up a browser of it, but too lazy. It should be good. I couldn't quite remember how to throw a boomerang, but eventually it came back to me. Ugh, boo. Boo. Wait, is BG really drunk? No. No, I've had 0 alcohol in... Actually, it hasn't been that long. A couple weeks ago, I had some of them root beers. Notice me, senpai. Ah, dude, I forgot. I was going to send you a message today. I totally forgot. There was some stuff going on in the game. I totally spaced out on it. And then I was talking to Laura for a while today. Yeah, I'm gonna send you a message tomorrow. I ain't gonna forget this time. For real. But what's up, Eric? Okay, Brian, how did the thief get home from the Chinese restaurant? He took a walk. Ugh. These are terrible. Go take a lap, man. Boo. Yeah, I see how it is, bro. Listen, man. It's an honest mistake. BG, what do you call a boomerang that doesn't come back? A stick. That might be even worse than the actual joke. Guys, not like this. Not tonight. Oh, man. These are brutal. I know Shark and Roboto are together tonight. Oh, no. You know what? Maybe we do need the jokes. Just to keep the attention away from those two. Any tips on getting good? Ooh. You want to download hacks? No, I'm just kidding. Any tips on getting good? Well, I mean, I don't know how long you've been playing the game, but I do have some tips more suited for players who haven't been playing that long. Number one, you want to spend all of your units on masteries early on. You'll have offers pop up for, you know, catalysts and crystals that can give you new champions. Those crystals that give you new champions, they are especially tempting early on. And let me tell you, they are absolutely not worth it. If you think about it this way, you have a chance, a slim chance at getting a new champion out of those crystals that can help you, right? A 1 in however many chance. Or you have a guaranteed way to not only make one of your champions stronger, but all of them. If you unlock masteries, it makes all of your champions more powerful. It enhances all of them. So you want to invest all your units into masteries early on. You want to join an alliance. There's some good alliance-based rewards. Even if you feel like you're not ready yet, don't worry, man. We all kind of jump in before we're ready. It's fine. You probably won't be in the first alliance you join for that long anyway. So it's really not a big deal. Just be nice to the people in there, of course, but otherwise it doesn't really matter what happens. There's some good videos on how to fight in this game. The best is probably a video on the Dork Lessons channel called how to parry like a ninja, something like that. At least type that into YouTube, MCoc, how to parry like a ninja. It'll pop right up. That's really the only video that you need to watch, because there's other more advanced fighting techniques that will probably only confuse you early on. Just start with the basics of parrying, and everything else will kind of come in time. And then, yeah, if you have any more specific questions, ask around, man. This community is extremely helpful, since it's kind of a, you know, everyone struggles early on, and it's kind of an us versus kabam type of community. So everyone's always willing to help. You can ask in this stream. I don't always see it, but sometimes other people who are just as knowledgeable, if not more knowledgeable, will chime in with an answer, or other streams, or Reddit, or pretty much wherever you could think to go. And yeah, man, good luck to you. Abdo sent it over 5. Abdo, thank you very much, saying, hey Brian, have you considered using Medusa for the Summoner Showdown? Giggity. Really, Abdo? No, I have not considered it one bit. Thank you for the advice. Oh man, it was pretty rough trying to play and focus on that fight with everyone tossing out their suggestions. I was trying not to be rude about it, because, you know, normally, dude, I love that stuff. I welcome it. Yeah, man, let's think about this. Let's solve this problem together. But dude, I don't know if I'm gonna be able to stream any more of these Showdown things. It might have to be like just a real early next round. We screw around, and I just know going into it, it's not gonna be pretty. And then after that, kind of do my own thing, because it was just impossible to focus, man. Could not get any solid attempts in. Plus, I can't say it enough. I was not going for a takedown. I was going for testing like speeds and stuff like that, you know? I'm sure a lot of people were watching thinking like, dude, you did like 3 attacks there, man. What are you doing? Or a bunch of people are asking why I quit out of the fight so fast. Because I got all the info that I needed from that attempt. But all right, Chris, sending over a buck. Chris, thank you very much. Saying, hey BG, how's it going? You bald cap wearing banana man. So I went to a baseball game. I was feeling really cold, but then I remembered all the fans that were there. Really, dude? Boo. Boo. I see your next message after that is, "Hey Tom, how's it going? You both make me sick." Boo. Thank you for the buck though. All right, let's keep this grind going. Thoughts on Black Spidey for Showdown BG, the symbiote Spidey? I don't think his damage output's there, although to be honest, I did not try him. But I'm thinking damage output wise, he probably doesn't have what it takes, just from looking at past videos of like Sim Spidey versus Winter Soldier and things like that. I think he has an armor break, but just having an armor break doesn't mean you're gonna be good for it, you know. BG, when you bring Medusa into Showdown, don't forget Black Bolt and Karnak. Steve, that's only for the show up. You cannot have any synergies for a qualifying time. You can get the rewards for it or whatever, but yeah, you cannot qualify for that. No synergies, no boosts, one shot, one kill. That's it. Do you mind telling us your best time so far? I don't have one. I've only been testing, and I've been testing certain champions at lower ranks so that I know who I need to rank up, if anyone. And yeah, I actually do not have a kill yet, but I am just fine with that. Is MROC still 1.0, or is there a latest version? Is it even 1.0? I didn't even realize that it would be 1.0 yet. The fight is tough. Took me like 15 tries to get him down with a one shot. My left thumb is like raw from the dodging the special twos. It's a pretty tough fight, yeah, man. It's definitely a tough fight. Silver Surfer, when he came out, that was like the last time I really fought the dude. I might have faced him like one time in war or something, but we didn't really have like a special, well, I mean, I'm sure we had some kind of something for the side event quest of the month, but dude, I don't remember it. I don't remember fighting that guy much. I probably just plowed through him with, you know, Corvus or Omega Red without even reading his abilities or something like that. But I understand a bit more how he works now. It was a joke. Beautiful to follow up Abdos. Ah, okay. I got you. Both of you are monsters. You are the tortoise in this here race, my main man? Possibly. Can you tell us your best time for these tangents? Ooh, best time? Like, as in longest? I'm assuming longest, because longer is better in this case, right? So, probably a good 4 hours, let's say. If you're talking shortest, which is worst. Worst tangents, probably 20, 22 minutes, something like that. First takedown Winter Soldier today. Told my parents they could not care less. Are you proud of me, PG? I'm so proud, man. So very proud. If I may suggest, maybe only stream doing the show up so you get the 5-star shards and get the stream, but leave the show down to private. That's not a bad idea. I might do that next time. Not too bad an idea. Does everyone not read the rules of the Summoner Showdown? Pff, look at who I'm talking to. Really, Pixie Bell? Ooh, Laura's in here. What up? PG, see, this is what we needed with all these lame-ass boss rushes. You can do all levels in 15 minutes. Love having tough fights and get a ass kicked. It's gonna take me a while to get it. Yeah, dude, it's good. It's pretty fun, man. Honestly, I was on the verge of giving up and just being like, dude, I gotta grind units. You know, I don't have Sasquatch. I'm thinking Sasquatch is the answer. I was racking my brain what else I can do. and I just started fooling around. I think, you know, listen, Sasquatch, he might still be the top dog. It's possible, but I think I at least have a competitive chance. We'll see. I'm curious if I'm curious what happens when the leaderboards come out. I'm curious to know what those are going to look like. PG, very serious question here. Why did the golfer change his pants? Because he got a hole in one. Ha. Boo. Terrible. Take a lap. PG, just wanted to let you know that we out here watching the stream, playing some MCoc and smoking some fat doinks. All right, man. Sounds like you're having a good night. That's good. 5-star Colossus or Domino for rank 5. By the way, it's my first rank 5. In my opinion, I feel like Colossus is the better champion. However, we need to have a nice conversation just between the two of us here. All right. Your first rank 5, it's got to be a champion that you personally really enjoy playing. I can give you my advice, and my advice is Colossus, but the other half of my advice is if you like Domino more, just go Domino. Your first rank 5 is a champion that you're going to be playing far more than any other champion until you can get some others ranked up and at that level. So if you play better with Domino, if that's your just go-to champion already as a rank 4, I see nothing and absolutely nothing wrong with continuing that and taking Domino to rank 5. If you use them about an even amount, well then, in that case, I recommend going Colossus. A couple nights ago, you legit talked about your prestige for 45 minutes. No judgment. Yeah, I should have went further. Could have went longer. Sorry to cut you guys short like that. GG, what's worth an upgrade, Infinity Man or Havoc? Between the two, tough call. I don't think either champion are the types of champions that you use all the time. They're a little bit more of these niche counter type champs, part of the special teams of your roster, you know. So first thing is look to see like if you actually need one of these champions ranked up to counter something specifically. If not, I guess I kind of like Havoc a tad bit more than Infinity Man, but yeah, they're definitely not the everyday use champs for most people, at least. Chris Gonzalez sent it over another bug saying, all right, serious question this time. Is this actually a serious question or is this just another setup? I'm getting close to my first rank 5 5-star, and I can do Ghost, Wasp, Corvus, Claire, Stark Spidey, or Sim Supreme, working on going into variant 3/5. Okay. All right. Well, kind of the same advice I was just given. I'm not going to repeat it all, but the same advice I was just giving about your first rank 5 being very important because you're going to play them much more than your other champions, blah, 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 right? So whatever champion you play the most right now, rank 4, that could be just a good champion to take to rank 5. Outside of that, since you do have a specific goal in mind of variant 3 or 5, if you, I mean, Ghost crushes variant 3. If you are proficient in playing Ghost, then I'd probably recommend Ghost. I would not recommend Wasp at all. He's a great champion to have for synergy purposes and a worthy rank 5 at a later time, but first rank 5, no, cross it off the list. Corvus is another beautiful champion that he slays if you're running suicides. He's amazing, but at the same time, he's not ideal for the variants. So if you can hold off and maybe make him your second rank 5 or something like that, that'd be good. So we have Claire, Stark Spidey, and Sim Supreme. All of these champions are good for variant 5. Stark Spidey is good for 3 and 5. Claire and Sim, good for 5. Yeah, I lean more towards Ghost again, if only if you're comfortable playing Ghost, or actually like Claire. I don't know. I feel like maybe not everyone would choose Claire because she doesn't really get a huge bonus in variant 5, but boy oh boy did I actually liked using her a lot in variant 5. And super versatile, tons of utility, including the ability to heal, which is just a unit saver. It's tough, man. There's a lot of good champions in there, so I don't even know how best to steer you. That's kind of my thought process, at least, kind of dumped out on paper here, verbally, which I guess is not on paper. But yeah, I hope some of that jumbled up mess helps you, because it is tough. I just, whatever you do, I just would not recommend going Wasp. That's the only kind of standout that's like, you know, I'd probably put Sim Supreme in that same category, although I think Sim Supreme's a good champion. Get some other champions ranked up first. So I would probably cross her off the list too. And for the variant wise, I'd probably go Ghost, Claire, or Stark Spidey. Or if you just had a big love for Corvus and said, I'll do the variants later, that's also fine. All right, Jay Metz sending over a buck as well. Wait, Brian, I was in someone's stream earlier. They told me I'm a mother effing delight. All I was doing was trolling. Someone appreciates me for all that I am. Plus, they don't ignore me. Hey, I read this message. I didn't ignore it. So there you go. Okay, Jay Metz. That was Laura's message that I just read. Jay Metz, what do you think about Storm Pyramid X for the Showdown? I don't actually know. I think she's more of a burst type of champion. I don't know if she has the sustainability for something like that. Do I even have a Storm Pyramid X? I don't think I do. She is in the actual crystals at this point, though. Yeah, I don't have her. I think I don't know. I feel like when I was testing Storm Pyramid X in the CCP, the vibe I got from her is that she's really powerful when she can close out the fights with her specials, but if she cannot close out the fight after her kind of first initial build-up and special blast, then she's just a little too slow for the fight, you know? It has to be kind of like the perfect amount of health of the opponent for her to be good, in my opinion. So I don't see her being a viable option for the Showdown. It'd be interesting to see what she can do in the show up. But yeah. Jay, thank you very much, though. Chris sending over to saying, what brand of toilet paper do you use? It's white, or at least it used to be. Terrible joke. Ah, God, I didn't even mean it like that at first. I'll boo myself on this one. Boo. Anyway, dude, it's 2020. Who really uses toilet paper anymore? Dude, that was like yeah, maybe a decade ago, before the internet came out and told us all that it's actually better to not use toilet paper. Okay, I haven't used toilet paper in at least 5, 6, 7 years now. It's terrible for you. It's a waste of time, really. If I think about it, you're just gonna go again later anyway, right? Chris, thank you very much for the 2. I actually don't know. Legit, I have no idea what brand it is. I do use toilet paper, but I have no idea. It might be store brown. Jeez, store brand, not brown. I don't know. R. Clark sent over 5 of them Canadian bucks, talking about 2 toonies and a loony, saying, hey BG, do you think Kabam should make an age exception for MSD for the challenge, given his impact and image in the MCoc community? I would love it if they did, but I'm sure it's just not really a possibility for them. If they made an exception for one person, they would probably have to make an exception for everybody, which probably opens up the door for all kinds of legal shenanigans and issues and stuff like that. I have no doubt that they would have wanted MSD in the tournament, man. I mean, I guess I can't speak for everyone. I can't speak on behalf of Kabam, but I would be so disappointed in them if they thought anything else. Like, the dude is the defending title winner from Comic-Con. Yeah, he definitely should have had a shot, but it's just not possible, I guess. Which is a bummer. I'm hoping that the competitive solo mode is not that far away. Although I imagine it's still quite a ways out, right? That was part of their long-term roadmap. And I'm sure he'll be able to compete in that. It's just, this is different because it's like televised, you know? I mean, not actually on TV, but it's recorded, and yeah, I'm sure that opens up all types of other issues where it's not just like, hey, there's an in-game leaderboard. Congrats, you were the top winner. But yeah, man, it's definitely a bummer, for sure. R. Clark, thank you very much for them 5 Canadian bucks, though, dude. Definitely appreciate it. Stroking my saber, sending over $1 as well. Thank you, dude. Saying, hey, BG, dropping in before I head to bed. I was cooking with my wife today, and the recipe said, set the oven to 180 degrees. I have no idea what to do because the oven is facing the wall. The worst part is it took me a second to understand what you were talking about. Boo. Stroking my saber. Come on. This is terrible. Awful. Take a lap. BG just got 6-star Havoc. Is he worth rank 2? Or should I wait for the Magneto buff? I have him too, both unduped. Only have Act 6 and Abyss left. Thanks in advance. I'd wait. Yeah, I'd wait to see how Magneto looks on the live servers. He's probably going to be the more important champion to rank up. Havoc, I say this all the time about Havoc. It's not that he has to be used in just kind of the unique situations, but that's typically when he gets used, because usually players will have an easier time using other champions besides Havoc for kind of the everyday average fight. So with that said, he's probably good enough at rank 1. And Magneto, I mean, you know, lots of champions have these kind of special advantage type things, and I think Magneto is going to be in a somewhat similar boat. But I think his use is going to be a little bit more widespread because there's a lot of metal champions in this game. And you might not use them outside of those situations, but I feel like there's quite a few of those situations that you would use them, you know? On top of just seeming like the more powerful overall champ. Oh my god, the passive AI. Am I on the infinite streak yet? What's going on? I mean, this wasn't a Thanos match. Oh, I am. Look at all this praise I'm getting, BG. Ah, guys, don't cheer him on. No. That's why these jokes continue. Damn it. I can only be so hard on these jokes. I boo them. It's a weird... Such a weird relationship between me and the joke tellers. I try so hard to tell you guys these are terrible jokes. Don't say them ever again. Don't come up with a new joke. They're awful. And yet, everyone else is... Yeah! You got him! Tell 17 more before the end of the stream. Okay. BG, did you happen to see Lax's video about one-shotting SS with Medusa? Silver Surf with Medusa, right? Dude, for a second I read that as like... There's a Sim Supreme out there? I did see his video, yeah, just because I kind of wanted to hear his thoughts about the tournament, but... like, Medusa... It was very quickly found out that Medusa could solo the fight. But then it was also kind of quickly discovered that Sasquatch is likely the king. We'll have to see the official times and stuff like that. I say likely because been doing some testing with other champions and all that, and yeah, we'll see. There might be a new king that emerges, new king of the contest, a new king of this contest at least. But we'll see. Man, speaking of, I need to do some leveling up before this level up event ends, but I'm gonna have to do that off stream. Usually, if you were in my position and already had Omega at max Sig, would you put mutant or generic stones into mags if you took them to rank 3, or just hold for a better prestige champion? If I was in your position, hard to say, Abdo. I would definitely at the very least wait until Magneto's live, you know? I intentionally got hit by that, thinking that I get some bonus, but there is no bonus, right? You just reduce the damage or something. I guess the bonus is that I heal from it, but whatever. Yeah, I would definitely wait at the very least. I don't know how important prestige is to you. Like, I wouldn't do it after trying to calculate all this prestige stuff. I just realized it's not possible. I can't do it. But I also don't have as easy of access to Sig Stones. And prestige race is a little bit more competitive in my alliance. And yeah. I think... I don't know, man. I mean, I might. Here's what I really liked about Magneto. And again, this is something that I would need to test further. He auto fought and one-shot the Winter Soldier, right? And just the amount of time you could save just by hitting that auto fight button and letting him carry your potion farms for the future. Like, that's awesome. And at the same time, you know, he's not the first champion that can do that. I don't know if he's the most reliable. There might be other more reliable champions that exist currently, and if not, well, then there might be other champions that will exist in the future. I don't know. So that was actually part of my considerations of like sigging him up, ranking him up and all that, because part of what he gains is crit resistance, and that's huge for an auto fight when you're probably going to be taking a lot of punches to the face, you know? So just for like the amount of time savings and all that, I was, could be worth it. It's really tough to say, Abdo. Bushido Brown sending over a pound, saying, BG, I have the title for your biography underneath the bald cap, The Life of BG. Wow, dude. I feel like that's an awesome title. We've had other titles in the past, but I don't remember them right now. I still like the name BG Unpeeled, but that was for my raging podcast that I was going to make. Maybe these would just be like chapter titles. I like it. Shoot Your Landlord sent an overbuck as well, saying, BG, I gave you 10 puns, hoping that one of them would make you laugh. Sadly, no pun intended. Including this one. Boo. Terrible. Donut Cop sending over $1 as well. Saying I was gonna tell a joke about paper, but terrible, so I won't. Ugh. Why? Why do you guys do this? This is so bad. Boo. Tom sent over $1 as well with the angel face. This is how you know it's gonna be bad. Saying, Brian, my nephew asked me if the pool was safe for diving. I told him it deep ends. Also leave the joke team alone, or else you know what. Wretched. What was that? Hold on. What was that from? Oh my god, why can't I remember now? Kept saying like ratchet fratchet under his breath. Damn it, dude, why am I drawing a blank? It's gonna be something so obvious. Oh man. Oh, Home Alone. And I found that out before anyone put that in the chat, okay? I see it from stroking my saber now. But yeah, it was Home Alone. Eric, dude, sending over 2. Thank you, man. So I'm gonna sign off soon, but shoot me a message tomorrow, dude. I definitely will, man. I really honestly meant to today. I'm not kidding. I definitely meant to today. But yeah, dude, I'm gonna hit you up tomorrow for sure. Thank you, man. We'll talk. We'll definitely talk. I have no idea what time. It might be like mid to late afternoon for you, since you know, time difference and all, but yeah. All right, man. Yeah, we'll talk. Dude, I'm embarrassed that I almost forgot that was from Home Alone, man. I mean, I did for a minute there, but BG say the dogs sometimes die from cars with Charlie's voice. Oh man, that episode, like, was that the episode where they were trying to bury that dog and they had to like vote on things, the pickle party? Dogs sometimes die from cars or something like that. I don't know, dude. I can't do voices. I wasn't even trying to do Charlie voice there, but I was trying to say it the same cadence or whatever. What is this thing? Omega, Corvus, Fury, Venom the Duck, Man-Thing, Spider-Gwen. What's your opinion on who I should take to 6-star rank 2? First rank 2, I'm leaning towards Corvus, all unduped. So a lot of really powerful 6-star champions you have ranked up. Normally when you're gonna be ranking up 6 stars at that point in the game. Oh, dude, I just got wrecked. Normally at that part of the game, it's important to think about the content you're trying to counter. So I don't know what content you're trying to counter at the moment, but for a powerful rank up like a 6-star, that's definitely what you want to be thinking about. Between those, Omega Red probably shouldn't be it. Thing could potentially be it if you need a counter for variant 2. Otherwise, Unawakened, there's probably better options out there for you. Venom the Duck's kind of in the same boat. He's good for a couple of the variants now, but he's also not that important to rank up. He could be a contender if that's your focus is variant 2 and 5. Corvus is great even Unawakened. If you run Suicides, it could be a good option, but I don't know if I'd do it without the Suicides and Unawakened Corvus. Fury, Unawakened, nah. Man-Thing, Unawakened, nah. Spider-Gwen, Unawakened, probably not either. Yeah, man, you definitely got to think about the content you're looking to counter, and if you're not looking to counter anything specifically, then either you just rank for fun or keep holding your materials. Got the same Domino BG, but only got 25 5 stars. Not a master like you are. Hey man, keep playing and you'll become just as little of a master as I am. I'm certainly not a master, dude, but you could definitely expand that roster. It's the good part about this game, man. You'll even have to, like, you know, having skills helps, but hey, either way, you stick with it, your roster will grow. Uh-oh. That was close. Fighting Archangel, not realizing it, taking a bunch of hits to the face. If you put a neurotoxin on me early with Rocket's health pool, could have been over before it's really started. Roboto. You only do one voice, Stingus? Tangents? It's true, Hunter. What is this, Roboto? BG, so my school started an apprenticeship program so I can apply and hopefully become an apprentice electrician by the end of the year, beginning of next. Cool, dude. I forget how all that goes, but I know it's a pretty lengthy process. I don't know if you remember, mentioned it loosely a couple times that, I mean, it never got super serious about it, but I didn't really know what I wanted to do with my life, and that was actually one of the things that I was considering, to the point that I even remember going to look at a school or two. It was actually like a class school trip. That was like the only field trip I ever went to in high school. There was like no field trips at all. Wait. Is there a ski trip too? I think that might have gotten canceled. Or no, I think it happened. Anyway, I think there was that senior year or something like that. It's like only open to seniors. Anyway, I was thinking about doing that with my life. And I know it takes a few years to really kind of ramp up. Do you still use the Marvel Insider site for rewards? Absolutely. Yup. It's getting worse in his old age? Possibly. If we're talking about me, possibly. Shadow Shinigami sent over 40 rupees. Thank you, dude. Saying, why did the dumb gunner die? He always drew blanks. Boo. Another one in Tom's army. Boo. Official greetings from your lordship, Roboto, Pixie, Wally, Saber, Tom, Abdo, Randomized, Cloud, Bushido, Donut, Justin, Red. You're waving. You left me out of this, Fitz. I read all those names.
The man loves beans.
Clement Chen. Oh, but I probably messed your name up. I'm sorry, dude. Setting over 5 though, saying BG is actually a bald fraud. Dude, it's not a bald fraud. There's a cap on my head. I tell everybody about it very clearly. There's no fraud going on here. What do you mean? Bald fraud? Dude, thank you very much for the 5, but I feel like I'm being called out for something that something that I clearly state, you know? Like, yeah, I'm not actually bald, but I like the bald cap look. Cloud of Contempt setting over a buck saying, you're warm, Cyber? BG, guess what I did today? What did Cyber say? Cyber say, pulled Aegon and Doom. Pulled Ghost and Doom? I don't know. What'd you do? No, wait, today's level up event. You didn't pull anybody. You ranked up a champion. You rank up a Doom? Right, Twitter, please. What do we got here, Tom? You have an interesting hairstyle. You ain't lying. Let's get back to the grind. GG, your bald cap company should sponsor your stream. Think of it, contest of champion sponsored by Raid Shadow Bald Caps. Whoa, 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 whoa. That is not the name of the bald cap company, and the stream is sponsored by it. But it's like, because it's my company, it's like, you know, if you're watching a video from Nintendo about the latest Pokemon game, they don't say, hey, this video is sponsored by Nintendo. It's their own product, you know. So I don't have to say it's sponsored. It's just kind of it's like what you see in movies when you see like a can of Coke sitting on the counter. You know Coke paid them to put that in there. Just like I give myself a pay cut from all the earnings for sporting a bald cap every night. Is he still talking? Pixie Bell, you know I'm never gonna stop. I took Doom to rank 5-6-200 and passed you in prestige. Well, nice, dude. Congrats, man. What's up, Dicer? BG, we talked about this. When I walk into chat, my physical presence says, I have arrived. What greeting is more powerful than that? When your right fits, you're right. You are absolutely right. BG, where's your McFabio account? Day 7 live. YouTube ate it because it was too long, and I tried to re-upload it, and it still wouldn't let me. I actually still have it, and I think about it all the time. What do I do with this? It's taken up a lot of hard drive space, actually. And because I still have all of these recordings from when I did itemless in 6.2, dude, I don't have the most storage on my computer. I have about a terabyte in total, and it's basically completely full of videos that I just need to figure out what I want to do with them. But yeah, you won't find day 7, the live stream on YouTube. Some ideas I had were to try to figure out if there's a way to like split it, but I haven't looked into it. The only way I know currently to how to do that is put it in my like video editing software and then render 2 separate I think it was like 18 hours long or something like that, so like 2 separate 9-hour videos or something. But there must be an easier way. I just haven't looked into it, and I should really do that. I just gotta Google like how to split a video or something. GG, rank 5, Nick Fury or Dr. Doom? For the most part, I recommend Dr. Doom, but of course, both champions are great, and it depends on the other champions you have, the content you're looking to do, your masteries, all that good stuff. But for the most part, between those two, Doom is a god of gods. Stroking my saber, sending over a buck, saying, ABG, sorry about the jokes. I see everyone is against you tonight, so I'll stop. Why do I get the feeling like you're not going to stop? Your message continues like this. Different topic. The world is scary right now. Like, do you know what's the leading cause of dry skin? Towels. Yep. I figured. Boo. Terrible, dude. Boo. BGE ran through Variant 5, got enough to open a 6-star and awaken 6-star Corvus. Woohoo! Jackpot, dude. That is awesome. I guess they can't find a recap for the final day stream. So what happens on YouTube is they limit the length of uploads and streams and stuff like that. I knew that going into it, but I thought I would just be able to upload it after. I thought I'd still be able to keep it intact, and it would just take a while to upload. but yeah, it won't even allow that. I tried to upload the entire video as is, and everything looked fine at first. And when you upload it, it's like a two-step process. The first part is actually uploading, and they give you like the little loading bar, right, that moves across 10%, 20%, whatever. And then after it's all uploaded, it says processing. And it was stuck on processing for, God, I don't even remember at this point, but it felt like an entire day or something like that, right? And then finally, it just said like it failed. And it doesn't retry or anything like that. It just won't do it. It's just too long, I guess. You know, Realm of Champions released tonight. Yeah, not in North America, but yeah, I do know that it's out. I'm not gonna download it right now. PG just looked for fun to see where I'd be in prestige if I were in for Loki. Unless I miscounted, I think I'd be 7th, Abdo. Dude, your prestige is pretty damn good. Nice, dude. Very nice. Did you rate my 5-star poll? Luck on a scale of 1 to 10. Hulk, Mojo, Nebula, and both Cap Marvels. P.S. I was playing Magneto while you were playing Cage, and we had a perfectly timed 9-hit combo. That's pretty cool. Let me see here. Hulk is meh. Mojo is good. Nebula is decent. One of the Captain Marvels is good. So I'd say 1, 2, 3, 5 out of 5 champions. You got 2 that were good, 1 that was pretty good, and 2 that are meh. Well, I guess we'll call that like a 7 or an 8. Anytime you get even 1 good champion out of 5 is honestly pretty good, but the fact that you got 2, it's pretty darn good. BG, you should just max out all of your 4-star champs. I'm gonna sound old here, but catalysts, they don't just grow on trees, my friend. You can't just go to the catalyst store and pluck down some catalysts out in the catalyst fields or anything like that. It's not easy. I've been slowly, very slowly maxing out all my 4-stars as time has gone on. There's been many mass rank up videos, many rank ups that aren't even seen on YouTube that I just do all on my lonesome. And I'd say I don't know where I'm at in terms of like the entire population of this game in terms of overall number of 4-star champs ranked up. But I feel like I'm way above average. Even players who have like much higher total hero rating and higher prestige and all that, they usually don't tend to rank up as many 4-stars as I do. Bo McCubbin sending over $1 saying, am I late for the slap? A little bit, dude. You're about an hour and 9 minutes late for the slap. But thank you very much nonetheless, dude. I do appreciate that. Thank you, thank you. PG, you Jedi Master / banana hater / polo draw showing beast of a man? How are you doing? Wait, what? Good, I guess. BG, the autofight AI repoweries better than me. I feel dead inside. Dang, dude. I mean, I thought about that earlier. I was thinking like, I'm gonna win the tournament with autofight. If that's possible. You just gotta train the AI enough. You know? Hashtag another speech? Is this Hector? Is this a Hector raid? Oh my god, this guy and his demand for speeches. Stroking my saber, sending over $1 saying thanks for being a good sport about the jokes, PG. It's like a tradition that will never get old. What do you mean never? Anyways, I'm off to bed. No more jokes before I do. I predict you'll take down SS in 6 minutes. That is a fast time, man. That is a very fast time. We'll see about that. But dude, thank you very much for the buck with the peach butt emoji. Appreciate it. A BG quoting Lil Wayne lyrics? Oh, is that what that was? I definitely did not know. Sassy Boy was the first 5-star I've taken to rank 5 in literally half a year. Wow, Abdo, it's been all 6 stars, huh? Crazy, dude. PGE, I have 85 stars, which I think is pretty good. However, when I scroll through the unowned section of 5 stars, there's still a ton I don't have. And I keep pulling dupes. Relatable? Yeah. I think that's kind of how everyone is in this game. You hit a certain point where you pull more dupes than you pull new champions, and you especially feel it because you're not really concerned about pulling half of the champions that you don't have. You're only looking for those select few that you do want, and it's very natural to feel that way. PG, how do you get tier 3 basic? I'm Cavalier and I'm struggling to get them. Well, I get them from the solo events. Leveling up my champions during the level up, the the 7-hour events that kind of just naturally happen sometimes. That I get the points for them by playing arena. You can do the daily event for it. Those are pretty much the best ways to go about it. Sorry, I meant 4-star. I've mostly taken 5 stars to rank 3. Oh, okay. 4 stars. Got it. Man, I still am kind of bummed that I have a 565 Sig 200 Sasquatch, and it turns out the Sasquatch that I needed was actually the 4-star version. But like I said, I have hopes that Sasquatch, he might be the best, but I have hopes that may have a backup plan that can compete with the hairy beast. Well, are 4 stars relevant anymore once you become Cavalier? For the most part, no, but they're not completely irrelevant. I mean, we have the Summoner Showdown, right? But outside of that, there's synergies, and although you can't use them in the story content is not the only content for this game. And then there's also just like testing out champions and stuff. Sometimes I've ranked up champions just to learn more about them. I mean, hell, there's champions that I ranked up to learn more about them and just haven't spent the time doing it yet, like Elsa. I need to get out of this arena. And then, of course, there is the arena, which is the real use for ranking up 4 stars. If you're an arena grinder, then having more 4 stars ranked up is super helpful. I think you probably have double the 4 stars at rank 5 that I have. I wouldn't doubt it. I've ranked up a ton of these guys. Just got to the towel joke. 8 minutes behind. Oh my goodness. Another BIS run. Date and time, please. I don't have an exact date for you, or an exact time for that matter, but I will likely plan it around the free revives from Marvel Insider. PG, good evening. What are your general thoughts on the 4-star restriction of this event? Must be happy you ranked up your 4 stars for arena. Well played. Mixed feelings. Talked about it at the beginning of the stream a tiny bit. I'll reiterate since a lot of people weren't around at the start. You know, the Summoner Showdown, it's not perfect. it's the first time Kabam has done something like this, and I don't expect them to get it perfect on the first try. So largely I'm okay with it not being perfect, and I'm just happy that we have it at all. But yeah, some things can be improved. I really, personally, I don't mind spending gold and catalyst and ISO to rank up 4 stars. I know some people really dislike that, and I get it. But I mean, I've just always kind of enjoyed doing that, so it wasn't really an issue for me personally. The only thing that I said that I would for sure do differently, probably at least. Maybe I shouldn't say for sure anything yet, but the thing that I would probably do differently is I would limit the champions that you can use in these tournaments to champions that are that have come out through the basic arena. So the newest of the newest champions would be excluded. And yeah, I like that we're using our actual real accounts. I don't really want to do it on a beta server. It gives more meaning to like the champions we have and the champions we rank up and all that. And anything to give more meaning to what we're doing makes it feel like a more enjoyable experience overall, rather than just I don't need to play. I'll just play on the beta whenever I want. It's one of the reasons why actually to be honest, I'm really not a huge fan of the CCP beta existing. It's, I mean, mixed feelings at least. It was really tough testing champions that you needed to test in quests, and you know, I've spent a bunch of units switching my masteries around, a bunch of units on energy refills and things like that. But I mean, the CCP beta, they give you access to like everything. And to be honest, if it were up to me, I wouldn't want that. But I know all, like the other guys in the CCP, they love that fact about it. So don't tell anybody I said that, or else they're gonna get mad at me. They're gonna find me in a back alley somewhere. Can't afford tier 1 alpha to rank up 4 stars anymore. You know, I have weirdly an opposite problem. I have catalyst to rank up my 4 stars, but I have expiring catalysts that I need to rank up my 5 stars. And if I do rank up my 5 stars with those expiring catalysts, then I won't have the tier 4 basic to rank up too many more 4 stars. So yeah, I actually am pretty limited on 4-star rank of materials at the moment. Baldy will say 12 p.m., but really means 3 p.m. BG time. About what? The daytime? I never give an exact time for the daytime. Swimming in tier 2 alpha, but have no tier 1 alpha. I hear you. Guy ain't gonna throw a special 2. He's gonna parry me though. What the F? Groot is a beast. Five stars so far: Archangel, Iceman, Magneto, Hyperion, Vulture, and Killmonger. Thoughts? You've got some great champions, especially after Magneto gets reworked. Really, Vulture is the only dud on that list, and yeah, great champs.
Man loves beats.
GG, is MCoc your only job? If not, what was your last job before MCoc? Well, MCoc is not really a job. You could say YouTube is. Oh, geez. My voice cracks. You could say YouTube making content is. But in addition to making content, there's also my bald cap company. I test pants on the weekends for their durability. Deodorant test sniffer, make sure it smells fresh and clean when you put on the old deodorant, you know. And I've recently also been applying for toll booth operator. I'm thinking I just need to get outside a bit more, but I don't want to be too outside, you know, so I still want to be in some shade and stuff. So It's tough though, man. There's limited jobs. It's damn easy pass and whatever, all those other things for depending on the state you're in. Really crushing those jobs, man. Corey sent it over a buck 101, in fact, saying, Brian, how the hell are you? You're right, it is dark outside. Enough about you. I was sending smoke signals about you earlier. Smoke signals? And I realized today's your belated birthday, so that's cool. Weigh any beans today? Weigh any beans today? Was that meant to be eat or something like that? And auto-corrected to weigh as in W-A-Y? What about a bean bald cap? Exfoliating bean. It's not a bad idea. We can market that. There's a huge profit to be made in the cosmetic audience that is not just looking for a different hairstyle, you know. Corey, I think you're onto something. The bean exfoliator, the newest bald cap, coming to a store near you in 2021. Nirasan? I'm sure I messed up your name. I'm so sorry, dude. But you sent over 35 of them czars. Thank you very much. Saying, what's up, BG? I've always wondered, how do you stay motivated to do arenas? I grind for a champ, and then I'm burned out the next few runs. Grinding for champions sometimes does burn me out too. It's part of it is finding that balance. Part of it is really just finding that point where you're not going to burn yourself out because you're playing the right amount of arena, and for everyone that's going to be something different. The other part of it is that I rarely focus on actually playing the arena. Like right now, dude, this is total background for me, and I'm just chatting up with you guys. We're hanging out. It feels like these rewards are just kind of naturally coming in, and yet here I am. You know, it's not for the new people out there. No, I'm not playing on a PC or anything like that. I'm playing on my phone, but yeah, I'm always my mind is always focused on something else, whether it's something on YouTube, in someone else's stream, listening to a podcast, listening to music. Sometimes I will sit here and I will think about the games that I want to make, and my eyes will be on the screen, but my brain will be in this world that I want to create, and then I just like write down ideas as I'm thinking about it, tweak things, you know. You really just got to find something to take your mind off of the grind. Arena itself is super boring, but it's easy enough that once you get the hang of it, once you have champions ranked up high enough, especially if you're running these suicide masteries, then you can largely just kind of autopilot while you're doing something else, or at the very least thinking of something else. Audiobooks was another thing I didn't mention, but I don't listen to audiobooks. Not until Audible sponsors me, at least. Maybe, honestly, dude, maybe it's worth reaching out to them. They sponsor a lot of channels, and maybe I'll explain the situation. Like, hey, man, it's a fairly simple mobile game, at times at least, and you know, dude, I'm actually tempted. I've never had a sponsor before, but Audible, it seems like a good product. Laura actually uses it. Oh wait, let me not tell you guys this until I get the sponsorship. Hold that thought. Derek G, though, hit that member button, re-upping it, dude. Thank you very much for the continued support. The banana bush, it looks good on you. Thank you, man. Welcome back. Please continue to enjoy a banana along with all these fantastic custom emojis that you already know everything about. Thank you, dude. But yeah, I hope that helps you a bit on the staying motivated side of things. It's also, I guess part of it too is I know just how powerful the rewards from the arena are. They can seem weak. They can seem like they're not really going to help you unless you get a champion from the arena, which is not the case at all. The biggest value from the arenas is just the units, the potentially unlimited gold that you can earn, all the ISO that you'll no longer struggle to get if you play enough, because you'll have more crystals to pop open. I have a fun time just kind of watching the sig levels of all my champions rise, and yeah, all that stuff. But yeah. If you made some more videos that involve the comics more, I bet you can get an Audible sponsorship. Maybe. I was thinking, you know, maybe I can get sponsored by the like Marvel Unlimited or something like that, if I did that. But it's so tough, dude. Those videos are so hard to make. It's tough to keep up with it all. All right, Anthony Nilsson sending over 5. Anthony, thank you very much. Saying, hi Seaton, how are you doing? How do you doing? That's what you actually said. How do you doing? BG is my dad. What is this message? Hi Seaton, how do you doing? BG is my dad. All right, Anthony, thank you very much for the 5. You know, I would I'd roast you a bit more for that type of message, except this is the tweet I put out tonight. I may not Sasquatch, but I ain't going down without a fight. But let's about that later. What? Right now I need some units. Maybe you are. Maybe I actually am your dad. But thank you for the 5. Dude, Arcade sent in over 40 rupees with no last message. Was this intentional? So I definitely don't see any last message from you. I'm just going to say thank you. But if there was a message that was supposed to be included with that, pop it in the chat. I'll try my best to keep an eye out for it. And then Bo also sent it over to the Buck saying, BG, watched some of your stream earlier today and noticed you put suicides on. Did you invest any points in deep wounds as well, or no? My suicides have been on for a while now. But in deep wounds, no, I don't currently have any points in deep wounds. I change my masteries all the time, but no, right now it's a Mystic Dispersion and Suicide mastery build. And when you're running Mystic Dispersion and Suicides, it's extremely difficult to find any spare points to put into deep wounds. But dude, thank you very much for the buck. Definitely appreciate it. You know the prestige for Karnak just took him up. I don't, but I can tell you and show you an awesome website that will tell you the prestige of all champions. It's called MA, and you have a few different ways of going about it. You could type the champion's name and rank and sig into the prestige calculator here, and it will tell you. You can find them on the prestige list here, sorted by tier and rank and different pages and all that. Or you could literally just go to the champion page itself, find Karnak, the Hooded Wonder that isn't Hood, and hang on, fighting a passive Kanks team, Thor. I think he's dead now though. And set all this stuff, and the prestige will show right here as well. So. Aunt May, everybody. What a sight. More like out of sight, huh? All right. Oh, boo myself. Okay, Arcade, I see a message from you now saying, Brian, is there a way to increase arena score for 5 stars? As per my calculations, I can put up to 30 mil without any refreshes. 32 6-star, 21 rank 5, 15 rank 4, 21 rank 3, 15 rank 2. I mean, masteries sort of increase your points. Picking the hard matchup will increase your points as well, but these are kind of minuscule point increases usually. You're not suddenly going to take that 30 mil score and turn that into 35 mil, you know. You can try. I noticed that you didn't mention any 4-star champions or rank 1 5-stars. You can kind of mix them in with the higher ranked ones and still allow yourself to run those champions. That would probably be the most significant point increase if you were to do that. But I think that's pretty much it. I wanted to change arenas a while ago and I just didn't. Whoops. I think that's pretty much it, man. Moises. Am I reading that right? Sending over 5 just with the keep it up pair. Well, thank you very much, man. Appreciate the support. Thank you, thank you. Did you have a last message? You do. My game ID in game is $$ Cub Scam. $. Good videos. Thank you, man. I farm arena myself. Good units. Last champ I got was Doctor Strange for 4.1 million. All right, dude. Sounds good. Yeah, man. The arena is where it's at. It is totally where it's at. I just realized I think it cut off your last name. I thought that was intentional with the ... but maybe it just cut it off so that it could fit the sticker in there. But in your regular name it says Moises Dominguez, and I'm not sure if I'm saying your first name right. I'm sorry if I'm messing it up. But thank you, dude. Definitely appreciate the support. You also say about 3K units per arena. You get a lot. You definitely get a lot. Oh god, please not another 45-minute tangent. Please no. What? You're in no danger of a 45-minute tangent today. You wish. PG, the other day I found a bat flying around my kitchen. This can't end well. This it sounds like a setup or something. I got rid of it and thought that was the end of it, but now I can hear him in the walls. Oh man, maybe this isn't a joke. Hopefully one will bite me and make me Batman. Oh god. Boo. Wait, is this a joke or is this real? I can't even tell. I feel like it's a joke that's possibly a real situation. Because do you have bats in your walls? That sucks if you do, man. I'm sorry to boo you. If that first part was just to set up the Batman thing, then boo. But if you actually have bats, dang, dude, I don't even know how to deal with that. I don't even know where to begin. It's real. Oof. Oof, man. All right, I'm sorry. I take back my boo. I apologize for my misbooing. And wow. Good luck to you. I honestly have no idea where to even begin to help you on that one. Oof. Does not sound like a fun problem to have at all. BG, the contest challenge should give us access to same champs. It's got to be a level playing field, I think. Yeah, I mean, I've talked about it a tiny bit at the start of the stream here. I would have tweaked some things. I'm not a fan of just like a full-on beta tournament realm or something, but I halfway agree at least. Did BG say he hears voices? Sometimes I do. Like when Laura's talking, I hear her. My ears work. Yo, my friend had a bat in her house and she had to go get rabies shots. Dang. Gonna change my YouTube name to Tangent Exterminator Hunter. Why? Worried about investing in 4-star since I already get death matches with rank 4 4-star. With more rank 3, eventually negate 4-star in the arena. Got 21 550s right now. I mean, see, you can use those 550s. You can mix in, like, if you want to be safe, I've never heard of or seen anybody get a death match with a 550 and 2 440s. The 330s, they're kind of rough to use in the arena, to be honest, man. It's almost like, man, is it even worth the time? It's pretty rough. But I use 440s. The low PI, a full team of low PI 440s, that will get you a death match. But if you want to be safe, then yeah, 550 and 2 440s and you're good to go. Bo sent over another buck. Saying I'm really needing that slap, man. It's almost 3 a.m. here. Come on, BG. You know I'm good for it. Oh, man. You addicted to the slap? I'll get you back when I'm back on my feet. Wow. Was wondering if Deep Wounds was good with Medusa. I turned them on and got the one shot on SS. Just to show up, though. So, I happen to be a bit of an expert when it comes to Medusa and her bleeds. And my proof is, at the time when I made my Medusa video, I feel like it was the highest quality content that I had made. Arguably, debatably, some people, you know, up there with the Void video at least. But I was messing around with Medusa for a long time when I was making that video. And Deep Wounds and Medusa, it's kind of simple the way it works. It's extremely powerful when you use your special 2. And when you use your special 3, if you're using a like special 3 exclusive rotation, it has no impact on those permanent bleeds that you get. Those bleeds don't actually have a duration. Deep Wounds increases the you know, the duration of the bleeds, right? And the permanent bleeds that you get when you have an armor shatter active, they just last until your armor shatter goes away. So Deep Wounds actually does nothing for them. You can kind of maybe say that the instant damage portion of it would do something, but in most fights when you're, you know, like particularly the Showdown here, the instant damage of the Deep Wounds is not going to appear. Like, you're going to cap out on those bleeds more than likely before you get him to a health threshold that the instant damage would kick in from those. So yeah, it's kind of a mixed bag for Medusa. On one hand, like I said, if you're using the L2 bleed, it has a relatively short duration, and increasing the duration means you're massively increasing the damage from it. But if you're using L3s, you actually don't gain anything. So, dude, thank you very much for the buck. Would Taskmaster work for the Summoner Showdown? He would become immune, but his damage output, I don't think, is anywhere near enough. I'd rather watch SpongeBob than listen to these tangents, but again, not much of a difference. Night Baldykins and night chat. Wow, that might be the nicest thing you've ever said. Not much of a difference between me and SpongeBob? Holy crap. That means I'm awesome. He's always gone on tangents since the dawn of time, but I swear when I first showed up about 2 years ago, the tangents weren't as potent. Not sure what has changed, but they are evolving. Are they? I don't know, man. I feel like I could always blab about a subject. I used to talk about war all the time. Boom and a shoebox. Swat the bat down with a broom and trap it in the box. Oh, broom. I read that as boom for some reason. Broom and shoebox. Swat that bat down with a broom, trap it in the box. Easy peasy. If you could even get to it, if it's in the walls. Ranked up Sasquatch. Don't know how to play him. Can't get more than 10% off Silver Surfer. I don't really have any advice for you. since I don't have a 4-star Sasquatch that I can do the fight with. I understand how Sasquatch works, but I don't know the best way to play him in that fight. That fight is definitely different from the average fight that you'd be using Sasquatch for, you know? Like if you're going for a fast time, at least. If you don't really care about your time, then you could probably just build in a probably similar way to what I did against Wolverine, and then just end it with a massive hit or something like that, assuming it crit. But for a faster time, there's probably a lot of little nuance to it that I don't know about. What is your arena technique? I load in 3 champs and I hit fight. Can you be more specific about arena technique? And also, please don't spam. Copying, pasting messages in is fine, but you got to give it more than 10 seconds, dude. Maybe it's just the quantity of the tangents that's increased? Possibly. Rudy 2020 sending over 100 rupees. Thank you very much, dude. Saying, hey BG, how good is Torch for the SS fight? Also, did you complete the Summoner Showdown fight? I haven't put up a time yet. I'm still kind of tinkering around with best options before I go all in on what I want to do, but I've got some ideas from my testing. As far as Torch goes, you know, I played Torch a bit. He doesn't seem terrible. I personally couldn't get a ton of damage off Silver Surfer. I didn't play him a ton though. I played him maybe about 5 times off stream. And I don't know, I guess it was tough to figure out exactly the best way to keep his charges up. Like you can block the first part of the L1 to gain, you know, from the energy damage. You can just forget about it and rely solely on the L2, and then when the L2 happens, you can charge up that way when the stun happens. That was what I was finding to be best, but I don't know if the damage was quite there. It was hard to say. I feel like there could still be some potential in Torch, but I gave up on him, to be honest. Even though I think there's some potential there, I would be surprised if he was able to put up a top time. Just by doing a little bit of calculations on how much damage I was doing, type of thing. The amount of time. God, did I see another flash outside? Don't tell me that was lightning again. Hope there's not another thunderstorm. It's been pretty hot these past couple days. Abdo, I think you said something about the heat was coming, and it came. Dude, I was over here like, yeah, it was hot for a little while, and now it's just comfortable. And it got hot again. It definitely got hot again. BG, does Hyperion... is Hyperion good without dupe? Is that what you're asking? Yeah, he's still okay without the dupe for sure. He's like an above average champ without the awaken ability. The awaken ability, once you have it, it's definitely noticeable, but you can still play him without it. He still has all of his same abilities. It's just that his buffs last longer when awakened, which is kind of a big deal, but you know, not completely essential. How do you fight such easy people after 20 win streak? It's something called the infinite streak. I made a video about it a while ago, and it's slightly outdated, but the info is still good. It's just at the time when I made the video, there were only 2 arenas. And those 2 arenas, they still exist. It's the 3-star and 4-star basic arena today. Back then it was just the 3 and 4 star arena. Now there's just more arenas that got added in, but the info is still good, and you'll learn a lot more things about the arena as well if you watch that video. I break down some common terms and some advice and things like that, so I recommend searching my channel for that. Or I know sometimes it's hard to search directly on the YouTube page for some reason. If you just search into YouTube MCoc contest champion infinite streak, something like that, it'll pop up. Other people have made guides as well. Of course, I would never recommend watching any of their videos. I'm just kidding. I'm sure their videos are fine too, but you know. Thoughts on Arcus for the SS fight? I don't think his damage is there. You put Cold Snap on the opponent. I to be honest, I never even gave Arcus a single try, because I think you put Cold Snap on the opponent, right? And he heals when he has Cold Snap on. And maybe with Despair you can cancel that healing out or something. I don't know, but yeah, I just didn't even bother. Arcus, he does decent damage, but I was just thinking it wasn't going to be enough for that fight. I could be wrong, but I was thinking it wasn't going to be enough. And if any of the debuffs drop off while you're baiting specials or anything like that, and he does heal, then you're in for a world of trouble. I feel like Medusa is the best option. I timed out with her and I'm not that good. I mean, she's definitely I want to say the easiest option to get a solo with. She's really good for the fight for sure. They're easy access to armor break, built-in safeties, strong damage output. Moises sending over another 10. Dude, thank you very much. With the #1 fan pair. I appreciate that, man. Thank you very much. Let me check out and see if you had a previous message too. I see a Mr. Beast. About 15 mil per champ run. Hold on. I used my 4-star for the first 5 fights in 6-star arena. After I switched to low 5-star and used 4.5k or higher for fights 11 and 12. Max 5-star for 13 to 15 and 6-star for 16 up until I run out of 6 stars. And about 15 mil per champ run. Dude, you must have a whole lot of 6 stars if you can get 15 million. That is a crazy amount of points. But yeah, man, it's good strats for sure. Thank you very much for another generous 10, man. Appreciate it. All right, let's keep this grind going. So didn't Kabam John say it was Petrify that was broken the other day? I think they fixed it, and not Despair. How does that affect your next Abyss run? I think it's all fixed now, Abdo, if I'm not mistaken. I could be wrong. I don't know if I've tested it, but if it is still broken, then I need it to be fixed. Probably. I don't know which fights I'm taking. I don't know which path I'm doing, but I would probably have to wait until it gets fixed. Seen on TV that a temp recorded highest was somewhere in USA this past week. 54 degrees Celsius, 130 Fahrenheit, Death Valley, I believe. Holy crap. That is hot. Death Valley sounds about right. I feel like that's where the heat records are always broken. So I wouldn't be surprised. But Billy D, that is extremely hot. Whew. BG, what do you think about the tier 1 cap being 12 to rank 1 to 5, 5-star champ. You need 5 plus 5 plus 6 plus 6 equals 22 tier 1 alpha. It should be 25 for me. I agree. The cap for it should be higher for exactly the reason that you said. I came to the same conclusion myself. I wish it was higher. It's just such a low number. Such a low number. Even if it wasn't increased to 25, it should be, I don't know, can we get a 15 even? A 20? Man. But at the same time, it doesn't matter a whole lot because we have a month for them to last in the overflow, so it's not the biggest issue in the game. But yeah, if I had the power to wave a magic wand over the game, I would increase the cap for sure. Thank you for your videos. Well, dude, thank you once again for your support. Derek G sending over 5 of them Canadian bucks, talking about 2 toonies and a loony, saying, I just don't get why there isn't some kind of tournament only access to all 4 stars and all masteries for free. That would set an even playing field. It would. I wonder if Kabam just technically, you know, like technical limitations, unable to do this, or you know, something along those lines. I'll be honest, I said it a couple times already. I don't really want to see like a tournament realm. Other games have done this in the past, and I very clearly remember players like they just wouldn't play on their main accounts. These are just competitive players, tournament goers and stuff like that. They stopped playing on their main accounts and they would just wait for like the tournament realm to pop up, and just the things that they were doing in the game just didn't really matter basically. And yeah, I don't know, that always kind of bummed me out. It makes sense when it comes to creating an even playing field, but I think we can find a middle ground where we can kind of have the best of both worlds, where it is on our main accounts, but set up some other types of limitations that would make things more even. Free mastery resets, if you wanted to do that, free mastery resets during tournament weeks. And like I said about like having certain champions, if I could, I would probably limit the champions, the 4 stars that we could use, to champions that have come through the basic arena. This way, if you want to have all the champs ready to go for the tournament, you still have to collect them, but significantly easier than keeping up with grinding all the like featured 4 stars and stuff like that. I think there's a middle ground possible. I don't know if Kabam is going to make any tweaks after this, but it is the first time doing something like it, so I'm sure they're in the process of learning and expanding their tech for it. But dude, Derek, Derek, did I say Jarek? Because I was gonna say Derek G, or I was looking at the G at least. Derek, thank you very much for the 5 once again, dude. I appreciate the support as always. BG, since the roadmap, it was said they want to make arena grinding more lenient and smooth with the removal of death matches and sandbagging. How would you feel if they remove synergies as well? I don't know. I don't really pay attention to the synergies too much, other than when I fight a Heimdall, for the most part. I guess every once in a while Hulk catches me off guard. It probably wouldn't be like, I'm sure people would hate it because some people like to use synergies offensively, even though I ignore them. To be honest, I don't even, some of the changes they're making to the arenas, I'm not even the biggest fan of. I accept it because it's not that big of a deal at the end of the day, and I mean, even if it was a big deal, what would I really be able to do about it, right? But yeah, I don't know. I mean, I don't think it's necessary. I think if they focus on, like, there's like an infinite number of things to work on, right? And even though that probably wouldn't be too time consuming to somehow disable synergies from working, it would probably still take some time and some effort and potentially introduce bugs that would have to be squashed and all that, right? And yeah, I'd rather them just put that time and effort elsewhere. But yeah, it is really annoying fighting Heimdall teams in the arena. That is annoying for sure. I'll certainly agree with that. Wish I had the true OG Thor for this showdown. Oh, dude, that would be the cheat code right there. If you can somehow get the old pre 12.0 OG Thor into this challenge, no one would come close. No one would come close at all. Even like pre 12.0 Scarlet Witch might be able to survive. I don't know. That might be a stretch. She would probably still die to the cold snap. But she was pretty nutty too, of course. But yeah, it doesn't even matter. OG Thor, his DPS was so bonkers through the roof. He would knock this guy out in I don't know, 2-3 minutes casually. And a good time, maybe like a minute. Nah, maybe a minute's too much for a 4-star. It probably would be closer to like, you know, 3-minute casual time. And then if you're competitive, faster or something. That'd be crazy, dude. All right, give me some units, please. Please, please, please. Show me a 225. Good night, Hollywood. Great stream as always. Dragon Dagger, thank you very much, dude. Have a good one. Specifically, if the defending team synergies with Sable, not offense. Yeah. I have this game and I am level 27. All right, man. Well, welcome to MCoc. If you have any questions or anything, we will try our best to help you out. Give you a little bit of a helping hand. With advice, at least, since there's no way to directly help in-game. Okay, 4-star Punisher. I will take the little bit of extra gold that I get from this, from the ISO that I'll likely be selling. It's not bad. Certainly better than any of the gold drops I could have got. Not as good as units. I'll take it. PG, is it better to have more rank 5 stars or rank 2 6-stars? I have 7 rank 5 stars and 1 rank 2 6-star Human Torch. It just depends on the champions that you actually have. Everyone's going to be different based on how lucky or unlucky your pulls are. In general, 5-star champions are cheaper to rank up tier 5 basic wise. They can be arguably more expensive tier 2 alpha wise, but there's also a lot of rank up gems available if you knock out variants and things like that. To the point where 5 stars are pretty much just cheaper across the board to rank up. Not only that, but it's easier to awaken them, easier to sig them up when they are awakened. And in a lot of cases, 5 stars, because of those reasons, I tend to rank them much more frequently. But of course, if you have some good 6 stars and you're far enough into the game and everything, rank away. Warpath 707 sending over $1 saying dope stream, keep up the good vibes, BG. Warpath, thank you very much, dude. Glad you dug the stream. Thank you very much for the support. Can we start a rule where if you pull 225 units, you are morally obligated to open a cav? No. I did start a new rule that I might forget about sometimes. I'm going to try not to forget about it. But if I get units in the arena crystal, then I pop open another arena crystal until I don't get units. But that's it, man. I need to keep saving the units. Cav crystals, they're going to take that away. They're going to slow down my progression. I need to save units, stockpile these things, get through the abyss. It's not going to be enough to completely catch up with just the abyss, but it's a step in the right direction at least. Cav crystals Unless I get absurdly lucky, they are a step in the wrong direction. All right, you beautiful people, look at my beautiful eggs and enjoy them. And I will see you guys tomorrow, normal time. Moises Dominguez, thank you very much. You are tonight's biggest D, and I appreciate you for that. Thank you to everyone else as well. There's a bunch of other super chats and all that, so thank you guys as always. And yeah, good luck if you guys are competing in the Summoner Showdown or just having some fun with it. Big Heg mode or riot. There you go. Keep your riot out of here. Wait, it's weird as hell? What? It was weird as hell. He and Unstoppable Colossus don't give shards on dupe. Ah, with Punisher. Hunter always looks strange though. Yeah. No shards. Okay. All right, I will see you guys tomorrow. Good night, everybody.